Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 21st. I'm Mike Kirkhoff.
And I'm Jocelyne Pruna. The CBS58 Morning News starts right now.
You're watching the CBS58 Morning News.
Thanks for getting up early with us on this chilly morning. The temperatures are going to go a little higher as the week goes on.
It was pretty cold yesterday. Getting a little bit better. Right, meteorologist Jocelyne Pruna?
Yeah, you know, right now we're...
Breaking news this morning. 2 people are dead and 1 person is hurt following 3 separate shootings in Milwaukee. They happened within an hour and a half last night. Police say a 37-year-old man was shot and killed near 24th and Malvina Street around 9:15 last night. Then about 15 minutes later, police say an 18-year-old man was dropped off at St. Joseph's Hospital with a gunshot wound. He also died from his injuries. There was another shooting around 8 last night near 8th and Essex Lane. Police say a 40-year-old man was shot. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. No one has been arrested for any of the shootings.
She's facing lung disease and respiratory failure.
All of this is happening as she tries to become an American citizen. Now friends and family have taken action trying to raise money to help her pay for medical treatment. Rodriguez doesn't have insurance, and because of her immigration status, she doesn't have Medicaid either.
You know, all they give is a couple months of life. And
the couple married in December, and they've hired an attorney to help with their immigration process. Congresswoman Gwen Moore is trying to help their cause too. If you want to help out, visit our website, CBS58.com. A West Allis woman says her paper carrier urinated on her yard. We received this surveillance video of the act. She first thought it was left by the neighbor's dog until they looked at this video. The woman, who did not want to be identified, says she plans to call police.
The Packers' locker room is now empty, and the future of the team is uncertain this morning.
The players hung up their pads for the last time this season following their NFC Championship loss to the 49ers Sunday. With the looming free agency, many players don't know if they'll be coming back next year. Players like offensive lineman Brian Bulaga, receiver Geronimo Allison, and linebacker Blake Martinez could all be on the chopping block. Lineman Billy Turner says it's tough saying goodbye to teammates, but it's the nature of the business.
Every season there's new guys on the team.
Though the team was disappointed by their loss, they also say they felt proud of the season they had. The Packers rebounded from a 6-9-1 season to a 14-4. They finished first in the NFC North and won a home playoff game.
The winning bidder owns NASCAR team is NASCAR team owner Rick Hendrick.
Nice. It's all for a good cause.
Yeah.
I love Corvettes.
Yeah?
It's a nice
2020.
car.
Did you get one?
I wish.
You're going to wait for 2021? That's smart.
I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Coming up, the Admiral's taking a furry new teammate, how the players fell in love with him, and how you can help pick a name for the pup.
Milwaukee Admirals hockey team has a new 4-legged teammate.
But the team could use your help naming him. The team adopted the puppy from Haas in Waukesha. He's going through some training now before he will be ready to head to the arena. He will live with one of the staff members full time, but right now he doesn't have a name. The team is looking for suggestions. Singer Demi Lovato is making her comeback to the music scene on the national stage. She will perform live for the first time since 2018 at the Grammys this Sunday. She will then perform the national anthem the next week at the Super Bowl. Demi has also been teasing new music.
Oh.
Really nice there, like soft music to start this morning, right?
Nice chill little Tuesday.
Yes. Good morning. I'm Jocelyne Pruna. It's January 21st.
And I'm Mike Kirkhoff. Hope you're having a great start to your morning. Meteorologist Jocelyne Pruna.
A man accused of grabbing women in Milwaukee will be in court this morning. The court is scheduled to consider Jalen Durham's deferred prosecution agreement. Durham was charged with disorderly conduct in November of last year. He's accused of grabbing a woman and picking her up without her consent near the UW Milwaukee campus. Since that time, he's been charged in similar offenses as well as bail jumping. That hearing gets underway at 8:30 this morning. The Senate's impeachment trial of President Donald Trump gets underway today with a debate on the rules.
McConnell is hell-bent.
The current rule proposal gives each side 24 hours over 2 days to make their opening statements, then 16 hours for senators to submit written questions to both teams. It does not admit the House evidence without a vote. Democrats need 4 GOP senators to vote with them if they want new witnesses to testify. Time right now is 5:09. Here's a live look outside. Welcome back to the CBS58 Morning News.
Also new this morning, kids in New York are given a chance to do something they thought they never could.
It's all thanks to their talented doctors and the Adaptive Sports Foundation.
That's it. Relax, buddy, I got you.
Well, that's fun. A group of kids and teens with disabilities are being supported both physically and mentally. They get to have an electrifying experience on the slopes with the doctors who are helping transform their lives. The Hospital for Special Surgery is able to offer this real-world physical therapy experience thanks to the Adaptive Sports Foundation.
Are not going to stop me. Are not going to stop me.
Beyonce debuted her Ivy Park line through Adidas last week, creating some buzz online with that commercial.
You should have seen you dancing. I wish you guys could have seen it. Well, new this morning, a British supermarket chain is claiming Queen Bee's new line ripped them off. Sainsbury's tweeted out this photo with the caption, "Repping since 1869. Then the jokes came, with one Twitter user editing a photo of Beyonce in the store with the caption, "Clean up in aisle 24. Fans of the singer pointed to the store's failing sales, saying they're just trying to get publicity. Others informed the chain they didn't invent the maroon and orange color combination. The store responded saying they made it famous.
What? I don't understand this story.
It's a bunch of jokes back and forth.
Because
a lot of
the
beef
same
between
colors
them.
it's like if you go to Target and you're wearing a red polo and khakis. then
Well,
you're
they made
trapped.
it famous. That's what they said.
Okay, I got it. 5:23 now. Meteorologist Justin Thompson-Gee, thoughts?
Nope.
All right. Go on with
The
what you want to
weather.
do then. Your celebration of some sort is in the works for the 15th anniversary of that album. I'm
I feel
excited.
so old listening to that song. I was in high school.
Yeah, and you still love Nickelback.
They're okay.
Oh,
But that song brings really nice memories. Really nice memories.
Well, good. I'm glad. Justin, you also love.
2 women have been arrested accused of stealing and leading officers on a high-speed chase. Newly released dash cam video shows the end of the chase Sunday. It started along I-43 in Grafton and ended near Bayside. Officers say the car was going about 100 miles an hour at one point. They say the suspects stole items from a Grafton Dick's Sporting Goods before taking off. Police say they stole about $1,700 worth of stuff from Dick's Sporting Goods. A West Allis woman says her paper carrier urinated on her yard. We received this surveillance video of the act. She first thought it was left by the neighbor's dog until they looked at this video. The woman, who did not want to be identified, says she plans to call police. Around the world, parts of Puerto Rico are still struggling after a December earthquake. People living in San Juan are calling for the resignation of San Juan's governor. The protests come days after supplies sent 2 years ago after Hurricane Maria were found in a warehouse on Puerto Rico's southern coast. Hours after the supplies were found, Puerto Rico's emergency management director was fired.
I received a directive from the governor.
Expired items are being disposed of, but everything else is being sent out to areas affected by last month's earthquakes. Dozens of aftershocks and tremors from December's earthquakes have damaged parts of Puerto Rico's over the past few weeks. That's forced thousands of people to temporarily live in outdoor shelters.
Milwaukee students are keeping alive the message and promise of civil rights icon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
17 of them were honored during the Bucks game yesterday for winning a speech contest in his honor. Clips from the speeches were played on the Jumbotron. Down on the floor, each student ranging from kindergarten to high school had their name announced on the PA system. The theme of the speeches to prompt the students' writing was "Your life has significance." One of the winners answered, "How?"
How you impact and affect others.
During the game, several Bucks players were shown on the video board sharing what Dr. King means to them.
Experts say fluctuating temperatures this winter is giving ice fishing season in our area a late start.
And they say the lake won't freeze unless temperatures during the day and night are below freezing for a couple of days. Experts say lake ice covers across the Great Lakes started to form before Christmas, but then plummeted after temperatures rose. Fishing charter services say the lack of ice cover has affected business, and area anglers are disappointed.
I went to try to go out there a couple feet.
The National Weather Service says when going out on the ice, thick blue ice is typically stronger than milky white ice, and people need to be aware of ice thickness. And time right now is 5:54. I'm here with Justin Thompson-Gee, and I don't really know a lot about ice fishing, but the temperatures are going to get warmer the next couple of days. So I don't think that's going to help.
Yeah, the ice fishermen right now, I've gotten a couple of comments, and they're like, when's the cold air coming? When's the cold air coming?
Are they mad at you?
Right, yeah, a little bit, because right now we have mild air on the way.
Breaking at 6, 2 men are dead and another is hurt after 3 shootings in Milwaukee within the span of 2 hours, what we know this morning.
The government is gearing up for the new front in the fight against drug addiction. The reason the government is now moving money away from opioids.
Plus, the Packers clean out their lockers and head into an uncertain offseason, the challenges the team is facing.
You're watching the CBS 58 Morning News.
Good morning at 6 a.m. on Tuesday, January 21st. Here's a live look outside of Pfizer Forum where the Bucks beat the Bulls last night. I'm Jocelyne Pruna.
And I'm Mike Kirkhoff. The Bucks beat the Bulls last night, then got on a plane and they're off to Paris.
Yeah, they've been busy.
Right? Big game this week. Breaking news this morning, 2 people are dead after 3 separate shootings in Milwaukee.
This happened within an hour and a half of each other. CBS 58's Andy Devine joins us live at Milwaukee Police Headquarters with the latest. Andy. Thanks, Andy. New details this morning after police arrest 3 people who worked at an Asian massage parlor in West Allis.
According to the criminal complaint, the 3 suspects are facing several prostitution-related charges.
Police say 2 women were arrested for stealing and then leading officers on a high-speed chase. Newly released dash cam video shows the end of the chase on Sunday. It started along I-43 in Grafton and ended near Bayside. Officers tell us the car was going about 100 miles an hour at one point. They say the suspects stole about $1,700 worth of items from a Grafton Dick's Sporting Goods before taking off. First on CBS 58, a woman is angry after she says she was plowed in on purpose. The woman left her car parked Friday night at Circle B in Cedarburg, but when she went back in the next morning, she found it covered in snow. She says she left it because she didn't want to drink and drive. It took her and her dad about 30 minutes to dig it out. Now they want an explanation from the bar and money to help fix her damaged car.
A big chunk of my car came off, the entire siding.
The owner says she spoke with the bar about the damage and claims the bar owner didn't seem to care. We reached out to Circle B, but so far we haven't heard back. Giannis Antetokounmpo is celebrating making history this morning against the Chicago Bulls.
Yes! Right through the hole in that donut. Man, oh man, it's been there all day.
Look at that power. First in the game, the Greek Freak had a triple-double with 28 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. He also scored his 10,000th career point, becoming the 7th player to reach the mark. He's just the 6th player in the NBA history to reach the milestone and have an MVP award by 25 years old.
The job's not done, though.
Next for the Bucks is a first in the NBA. The team will take on the Charlotte Hornets in the first regular season game in Paris on Friday. The team left shortly after their win last night.
Oh, it's always sad when you see a team do that when they're not also carrying a Super Bowl trophy or something.
I know, it's a little sad. And
it is.
And I always remember Blake Martinez yesterday crying and getting all emotional. It's an emotional time for them.
Hey, August not that far away.
That's true.
Right? That's when they go back for training camp. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Kirkhoff.
And I'm Jocelyne Pruna. I want to get you ready for your day as you head out the door. Are you sad the Packers season is over, Justin?
Of course I'm sad.
President Trump's Senate impeachment trial is set to start today, but before opening arguments can start in the Senate, a battle over the rules will happen.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell laid out his proposal for what looks to be a speedy trial. Democrats are not happy.
It is now certain
each side gets 24 hours over 2 days to make their opening statements. Then 16 hours are reserved for senators to submit written questions to both teams. It also does not admit the House evidence without a vote. Today, Democrats plan to introduce amendments, including those calling for witnesses to testify. Yesterday, the president's advisor, Kellyanne Conway, invoked MLK in defending the president.
I don't think it was within Dr. King's vision.
Some Republicans have signaled they do want to hear from relevant witnesses, though the White House could claim executive privilege to block them from testifying. The White House would like to see the trial end before the State of the Union, which is 2 weeks from today. Health officials are scrambling this morning to stop the spread of a deadly virus in China. The Chinese government says it has confirmed human-to-human transmission of a new strain of coronavirus. The current outbreak is believed to be connected to a seafood market in central China, but human-to-human transmission could make the virus spread more quickly and widely. In the United States, the CDC has deployed about 100 workers to airports in major cities to screen passengers arriving from infected regions. Police need your help finding a car thief after a vehicle was stolen during church service in Hales Corner. According to Whitnell Park Lutheran Church, 3 people stole a phone and car keys before taking off with a car. It happened during worship services on Sunday. We reached out to Hales Corner Police for more information. It's 6:51. News on the go is next.
Well, thank you, Andy. Justin,
You're welcome,
Jocelyne,
Mike.
thank you. It's been a pleasure today.
I know.
Been
You've
such
laughed
a
a lot.
pleasure.
You've danced.
I was dancing a little bit.
Love
What
to
was
be
that song
here.
we were dancing to?
I don't know, but you were just like.
Oh, it was the Beyonce commercial.
Beyonce commercial, yes. And
was
you know
getting
what?
it.
I'm glad the weather's going to be above freezing for the next couple days to help melt some of that snow. I really am.
Yeah? You don't like the snow?
I'm just
I'm not
wishing
gonna
my
admit that.
father-in-law didn't put the boat away right now.
Apparently no ice fishing for Jocelyne. She's not into it. Live look outside at Veterans Park. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.